and it's like stepping on glass. And I grabbed Oti and said, Oti, something's happened in my foot. And she just went, dance. I went, OK.
Welcome to WatchMojoUK, and today we're counting down our picks for the 10 devastating injuries on Strictly Come Dancing.
The operation they had to do on your back, they had to go in through your throat. Yeah, to get into your spine, Denise, it was awful.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
For this list, we'll be looking at some of the worst bumps and bruises anyone has ever endured on this British TV staple. Number 10. Simon Rimmer. Sunday brunch chef Simon wasn't exactly the most skilled dancer to grace Strictly, as was evidenced in his dance-off in Series 15. But it was in this dance-off that he took a slight tumble, which proved to be far worse than it looked. The fall injured his thigh, and he had to be bandaged up, also expressing agonizing pain in his quads. Though the nature of this injury wasn't too clear, it did seem to impact his performance going forward. To put on what many considered the worst dance-off and get hurt during it must have been a serious blow to his ego. Number 9. ARTEM CHIGVINTSEV. This one goes beyond bravery. Pro dancer ARTEM had injured his spine during the 2011 series of Strictly, but he didn't let that stop him. He continued to persevere through the pain to dance with Holly Valance. This was until his doctors urged him to stop, as the continued strain could have caused him to be paralysed. He capitulated, opting to take a week off. However, it turned out it wasn't a simple bone injury, it was actually his soft tissue and joints that were impacted. And so, he stepped down from his position, allowing Brendan Cole to take over. Number 8. James Jordan. Bring me. As we all know, most of the Strictly injuries take place off camera, but rare is it that someone gets hurt before the cameras even start rolling for the series. As we know, James is the spouse of another Strictly professional, Ola Jordan. Going into the 2012 series, James had been practicing with his wife when the unthinkable happened.
Poor James is awful. He broke his nose doing a lift.
A miscalculation led to Ola's foot being planted in his face. As a result, James had to turn up to the first episode with a broken nose.
That scar's just healing. See that one? There? That's healing. And now broken nose.
Number 7. Denise Van Outen. The 2012 edition of Strictly must have been cursed. And no, we're not talking about that Strictly curse. We mean the fact that so many competitors seem to get hurt. Denise was teamed up with our previous entry's focus, James, and was hurt the exact same season when rehearsing a jive. As we know, the jive is a very exhausting performance, and Denise learned this the hard way when she suffered a case of whiplash.
It was horrific. I mean, the operation they had to do on your back, they had to go in through your throat to get into your spine. Denise, it was awful.
According to her account, she couldn't even move her neck after it. Those rehearsals really are no joke.
I did have a fall when I was dropped on my head and my neck went, and I slipped 3 discs into my spinal cord.
Number 6. Patrick Robinson. Leave it to someone who played a nurse on telly to need a real-life one when he appeared on Strictly. Casualty star Patrick was hurt during a performance with his partner Anya Garnes. This would result in him not taking time off, but rather turning up bandaged to his next show. The damage was a sprained wrist, which makes it all the more remarkable that he was able to lift his partner up during their dance. That's commitment. Number 5. Laura Whitmore. Laura's experience with Strictly called into question whether or not the stars are pushed too far when appearing on the show. She was reportedly exhausted from not just the dancing, but also the additional responsibilities she had to take, such as attending red carpet events. She seemed to imply that this exhaustion could have led to her ankle injury on the show in 2016. She would have to miss the following show.
It's a ballroom race. It's a ballroom race. It's a ballroom race. Yeah! It's a ballroom race.
Number 4. Jade Johnson. Jade's injury was so bad it impacted her entire career outside of the show. Jade made a name for herself as an Olympic-level long jumper, but even all her intense training to achieve that title couldn't prepare her for the high stress of Strictly Come Dancing. During rehearsals, Jade was victim to a knee injury. Said injury wouldn't just affect her Strictly career, it would also, in her own words, cost her her place in the Olympics. She did not originally anticipate the severity of her knee damage, and as such, couldn't get through the trial period. Number 3. Will Bayley.
I don't believe in failure, 'cause I know the smallest voices that can make it major. I got my boys with me, at least those in favor.
Whereas many contestants may take a week off to recover, few have to actually pack it in altogether. Unfortunately for Will Bayley, this is exactly what happened to him. Anyone who has sustained one will tell you that an ACL tear is up there with some of the worst injuries you can receive. An awkward landing during rehearsals for the Halloween special was the cause of the knee injury.
To hear the words, I absolutely can't dance. You know, it was just really gutting for me, but I need to recover now and come back even stronger next week.
Number 2, Jamie Lane.
It felt like someone had hit me on the back of it with a belt, and there's popping in my foot. And it's like stepping on glass. And I grabbed Oti and said, Oti, something's happened in my foot. And she just went, dance. I went, okay.
Imagine getting yourself hyped up for the competition, and before it properly starts, you sustain a nasty wound. Jamie was one unfortunate soul who experienced this, when during the group dance for the 2019 cast, he took an awkward tumble, which was far worse than it looked. He was urged by his dance partner, Oti Mabuse, to fight through the pain and keep dancing, but it seems she didn't know the extent of his injury. Jamie's tendon in his right foot was damaged, and he had to bow out of the competition before it truly got underway. Fortunately for Jamie, he was able to compete the following year when he was all healed up. Number 1, Anastacia. This singer had a devastating injury that hasn't been seen before or since in Strictly. As many know, Anastacia has suffered from breast cancer twice in her life, and as such has lingering mastectomy scars.
Realized that the power was gone in trying to lift. That's when I questioned, what did I hurt? And then we involved the doctors.
During practice for her upcoming dance-off, Anastacia tore said scars and as a result was unable to compete following her doctor's orders. The dance-off was cancelled in controversial fashion and Anastacia would be eliminated the following week.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojoUK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.